How's it going, everybody? This is Bryce West with the Illuminerdi. I'm here with Melissa Flores, known for doing a lot of stuff for Power Rangers. You worked on the show for a while, and then you became the head writer on the comic books. So, Melissa, how have you been doing?
I've been great. I've been busy. It's been amazing seeing everybody here at Morphicon. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, not only have you been busy here at Morphicon, but you've been very busy with Boom Studios with the comic books. You just finished the main run of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic book series with Darkest Hour, a year-long comic book event. I mean, what was it like spearheading like a juggernaut like that?
That was exhausting. I didn't expect it to be so long. It was one of those things that it ended up extending, and that's great. I'm so happy for the success. But yeah, it was like a marathon, not a sprint for sure. And so I was relieved and happy when I was able to put it away. I'm really proud of being able to pull that off for a whole year. We did Recharged, and then we did Darkest Hour. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. That's insane.
Yeah. And not only was Darkest Hour a year-long event, but is the event that effectively ended the series that ran for, was it 6 years?
Yeah.
So I mean, what is it like knowing that? I mean, I'm sure that must have felt like such an incredible, responsibility for such a beloved series.
Yeah, it absolutely was. It felt like a lot of pressure, and I admire Kyle and Ryan so very much, and Matt and Marguerite and every single one of the writers that came before me. So, but I was in a really unique position because I had actually worked on the comics as an executive since inception, since they first started. So being able to come on board and knowing all of those arcs, I really wanted to try and pay tribute to them, and I really wanted to do justice to them and highlight each one of them in their own way. So in that way, it was tough, but it was also so humbling and so gratifying to be able to be the one to do that.
Yeah. So what was it like, like working as an executive, working on the show, and then coming on, and then like this is your story now, like you're the one in charge here.
It didn't feel like my story because it was the end of Power Rangers, so I got to definitely put my own spin on something. But for me, I really wanted to. I think the stuff that I got to do, like the Mistress Vial and that sort of stuff, that felt like the stuff I got to put into the world. But really, what I really wanted to do was just pay tribute to the tone and the scope of the stuff that had come before me. So it was fun, but it was also terrifying because usually I was the one giving notes. I wasn't the one creating the story. So that was terrifying, but I had so much fun. And finally being able to do the things that I wanted to do with the characters was a blast. Like, I love Rita, so being able to focus on that and Mistress Vial was a lot of fun. Being able to go back to the Solar Ranger dimension was really fun. Like that Billy, doing some cool stuff with Billy. There's all stuff that I wanted to do and finally was able to do some fun stuff that was just for me, and that was great.
So I'm a pretty big Hyperforce fan. What was it like, sort of, making such an unconventional Power Rangers story? It seemed like there was so much opportunity there to tell so many stories that wouldn't otherwise be told. What was that like?
It was amazing. I mean, it definitely wasn't just me. There's a whole team. Hyper RPG was the ones that came to us and wanted to do it, and we had an amazing cast that brought so much innovation and imagination to it. And kudos to Saban Brands for having the imagination to actually say yes to something so crazy. I was really so thankful that everybody was on board, and everybody was they're like, we don't know what this is, but we're willing to try it. Let's do it. And I was so thankful because I think the fans, the fact that it's endured this long for so long, enough for us to be able to do a Hyperforce one-shot, I never would have imagined that. So it was so, people still come up to me and talk to me about Hyperforce, and I can't be more happy and thankful. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, so the Hyperforce Rangers came back a lot recently in the comics. I have a feeling that might have to do maybe with you somewhat.
I mean, I love Hyperforce, and it never stopped. I would always get people asking for more Hyperforce. So then, it was one of those things where, okay, if I'm in charge, I'm bringing back Hyperforce. And we had to get Hasbro, the okay from Hasbro, and thankfully we did. But, I would have loved a second season of Hyperforce. We worked really hard to try and make that happen, and we just couldn't make it happen. So being able to do it in this way, at least, giving the fans a way for these guys to live on, that was really special for me. And to do it with Megan was a lot of fun.
For sure, for sure. Obviously, I know you can't really say much about Power Rangers Prime.
Yeah.
But we do have a little bit that has been revealed. We know that Lauren Sheba is going to play a big part. Can you talk about the decision making process and why you chose Lauren specifically to feature?
I mean, I love Lauren. I think she's fantastic.
She is awesome.
She never got her due. I think in Samurai, I really wanted to see more Lauren. I wanted to see where she come from and what she was doing. And I just always loved her as a character. So I really wanted to, if I had a chance to feature an original character or Power Ranger character that wasn't Mighty Morphin, like, she was my first thought. You know, I got to. There's characters that I love that I get to play a little bit with, and I didn't put Lauren in Darkest Hour because we had featured her so much in Shattered Grid. You know, I was able to do Taylor and a couple, and Dr. and Kendall and a bunch of other people, but to be able to feature Lauren in this new story and in a reimagined story, I think was really fun. And it was just one of those things that was just like the first thing, it wasn't even a thought. It was just like, I want to do something with Lauren.
I feel like it's almost poetic. You were a part of the end of one series, and now you're going to be a part of the beginning of a brand new one.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it feel to start just completely fresh? I mean, you have so much freedom here. It's being compared to like the Marvel Ultimate Universe. It's a whole new world, a whole new set of rules. I mean, what's that going to be like?
It's so much fun. Like, truly, it's as if like somebody said, hey, do you want to do your own Power Ranger season? Like, sky's the limit. And like, that's essentially what they gave me. And I truly did not know this was going to happen. Like, I came on just to finish the books. So being given the opportunity to do my own thing, with no continuity baggage behind. And that wasn't baggage. It was obviously lovely, like, canon, but I get to start fresh, and that's a really special thing that not many people get to do. So I'm really excited, and I hope the fans are going to love it as much as me, because I'm already so in love with every character and the whole story. It's just so much fun.
Does Power Rangers Prime have a release? Can we say when that's coming
November
out?
13th.
November 13th. Check your comic book stores. Thank you so much, Melissa, for your time. It's been a pleasure.